A very good evening to this horrific night in which we will see some zombos, some vampires, a hungry Grizo, who is of course the worst of them all, at least the most hungry, I think. His bloodlust is legendary. Hey there Ben, great to have you. How are you today? You asked me how my day was. Pretty okay. I must say that this whole week I've been feeling a bit weird. Not sick or anything, but I've just been on edge the whole week, and it's not a great feeling. Not sure why. What's wrong, buddy? Oh, okay. Yeah, you mean family coming around this evening or in the weekend? And yeah, I guess I also have a bit of stress feeling. Not sure what's causing it though, but I just noticed that I'm a bit more irritable this week. I have a bit of a short fuse, and I just don't know why. And it's not nice. But let's rejoice because we are actually going to play a really awesome game. Soul Reaver is a bit of a special game. Oh, it's that kind of family. I'm sure you'll be okay. And if you have to go, you have to go, right? I have a beer, but I think I'm forgetting something. Before I get the beer out, I should probably feed Mr. Grizo over here, or I might have problems. I've got a nice box full with treats. There's no bar on the screen yet. That should be appearing later on. So let's hope that actually works for once, but you know. Something is bound to go crash. Oh, I am getting it, Grizo. Can you... How so? What does your mom do when family comes over? Is she like one of those mother that wants to have everything perfect and such? Yeah, that's what I figured. Mothers can be like that. Mine not so much though, so you know, I was always lucky like that. So yeah, I've got a panic at Munch or Munich. What's Munich called in English? Is Munich as well? And I don't know, Ben. Being dressed when visitors come over sounds like a good plan. Don't be all nude. Although I'm pretty sure what you mean, but still, that came out a bit odd. Yeah, especially for close families. Pajamas should be okay, I think. So yeah, today we are going to play Soul Reaver. Pardon me for not showing off a physical copy of the game. I do have it on PS1, but I don't have access to my PS1 collection at the moment. So you just have to take my word for it that I have it. I don't have it on Dreamcast. I also don't have it on PC. The PS1 version is the only one I actually ever played. So that's also the one we are going to play. Now, the Dreamcast version does have some updated graphics, especially in the character models of Raziel, the main character. But, I don't know, it's hard to say which version is best, I find, with these things. Because this game was made for the PS1, so a lot of the trickeries, it does pull out, it does work best on PS1. And some of the newer visual updates kind of work against the atmosphere, I think. In particular, like the fog is just gone in the Dreamcast version, which does help give you a clearer view of what's in front of you, but I don't know, that mist kind of gives the levels a bit of atmosphere. Hey, the Loud Machine, how are you today? Great to have you, great to have you. So yeah, amazing game. My objective for the game is to do a full playthrough. I'm not sure if I'm able to do that, but let's hope I remember enough that I can actually find all the bits and bobs. Because this game has an enormous amount of optional content. There is, for example, a magic system in the game, and you can go through the entire game without ever casting a spell. Well, with one exception, the one that you have kind of at the beginning. But all the other spells, the offensive ones, you don't need them at all. And you can just never find them even, because they are all hidden. So that's just a complete system that's just optional. And the game has a lot of optional things to explore. Being a 3D game, it does have some drawbacks, which we will encounter, which is unfortunate. Although it's for 3D, early 3D games, it does do pretty well, and it also happens to kind of compensate for those shortcomings. For example, the combat is kind of wonky at times, but actually dying is never really a problem. So even if it's never too frustrating to whiff a couple of times and get your ass handed to you, because you can just bounce right back up. And it's very, very hard to die completely. And even if you manage to do that, it's not a big penalty. So my objective is to do a full run. Not today, because the game is too long for 3 hours. I expect I will need 2, 3, maybe even 4 streams, depending on how lost I will get, which I will of course get lost. And my objective for today is to at least go through the first dungeon and maybe the second dungeon. The issue with this game is that the second dungeon is kind of a well, not so much difficulty spike. Well, it kind of is, but it's ginormous. Hey there, Philip Gaming. And yeah, I've been doing okay. Just been telling Ben. I have had a bit of a weird week where I just feel a bit on edge all week, which I don't know why. But should be nice and good. Now, it's great to have you guys in here, because the introduction, I will play it. But the introduction, I'm pretty sure this is going to get my channel a copyright claim. Because this is licensed music from Information Society. And the track is called Ozar Mit Rajim. It's an amazing track, and it is under the actual introduction scene, so I will play it, and we should be able to see it just fine. It's one of the best introduction scenes, FMV scenes of these early PS1 games ever, I think. And it's just, yeah, that the whole soundtrack is just such a unique soundscape that they produced for this game, and it's also reactive to your surroundings and what's happening, so it's really cool. But yeah, if you watch this later and you notice that the intro is silent, just look up the intro somewhere else, because it will have had a copyright claim, which is bound to happen. Such is life, I'm afraid. I am playing this since I don't have my actual game. I have the Mister out, on which we will play it, so it's kind of like the actual PlayStation 1, but not really. So let's start it up, why don't we, and see how far we can go. Let's get rid of this one. Shut up. Got that nice and early. So. And I am playing this with the 8-bit Pro 2 controller, which I hope works. It does. Cool. And yeah, also good to note is that this game does have a prequel. Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain, is a game that comes in front of this one. And the game does hint to it a lot. So if you're kind of lost, I do try to fill in the blinks where needed, but it might be a bit difficult at times. I'm no lore master, and this is one of those series that definitely needs one. Hey there, Dave. How are you? And I totally agree that the Dreamcast version does have a lot of visual improvements, but I don't know. I only have a PS1 copy, and I just love this version, and I find that some of the newer editions. Let's actually. How do I do that again? Things like this, where I can actually enter the unlock controls. But yeah, I was explaining in the beginning of the stream that the newer versions also remove like fog effects, which does help visibility. But it also kind of, I don't know, it ruins the atmosphere a bit, I find. So, and I kind of enjoy the old PS1 blockiness. So we're fine in that regard. When you ask me, that's the way to play this game. But there's no true best version of thing. One thing the Dreamcast version also suffers from is that it only has 2 shoulder buttons, so you will need to use the D-pad, I think, to control the camera, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. Here you've got the L2 and R2 buttons. Let's... So, yeah, these are the Gex people, Crystal Dynamics. These are early Crystal Dynamics games. So that's also Tomb Raider. So you better believe this game has block puzzles. Oh dear, I can't escape the bloody block puzzles. Anyway, let's enjoy the intro, because again, this is one of the better introductions ever.
Kain is deified. The clans tell tales of him. Few know the truth. He was mortal once, as were we all. However, his contempt for humanity drove him to create me and my brethren. I am Raziel.
Oh no, what happened? Crap, that was not supposed to happen. Let's reset. I think I accidentally pressed the L2. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think Eidos was basically, well, the whole series is kind of a mess when it comes to production, unfortunately. It's kind of amazing how good these games came out. The original game was made by Silicon Knights, which the first game is really amazing. If you have not checked it out, then do so. It's an overhead 2D kind of Zelda-like game, and in that you play as Kain, who we saw on the throne there. Yeah, got everything great. Sorry about that. I think I accidentally hit the L2 button. And yeah, this does take place after the bad ending.
was only one possible outcome: my eternal damnation. I, Raziel, was to suffer the fate of traitors and weaklings, to burn forever in the bowels of the Lake of the Dead.
Cast him in.
Tumbling, burning with white-hot fire, I plunged into the depths of the abyss. Unspeakable pain, relentless agony. Time ceased to exist. Only this torture and a deepening hatred of the hypocrisy that damned me to this hell. An eternity passed, and my torment receded, bringing me back from the precipice of madness. The descent had destroyed me, and yet I lived.
Yeah, he didn't get any prettier. And we're not out of the intro just yet. So off we go into the next monologue. Do note the loading times in this game, by the way.
I know you, Raziel. You are worthy.
What madness is this? What pitiful form is this that I have come to inhabit? Death would be a release next to this travesty.
You did not survive the abyss, Raziel. I have only spared you from total dissolution.
I would choose oblivion over this existence.
The choice is not yours.
I am destroyed.
You are reborn. The birth of one of Kain's abominations traps the essence of life. It is this soul that animates the corpse you lived in. And that, Raziel, is the demise of Nosgoth. There is no balance. The souls of the dead remain trapped. I cannot spin them in the wheel of fate. They cannot complete their destinies. Redeem yourself. Or if you prefer, avenge yourself. Settle your dispute with Kain. Destroy him and your brethren. Free their souls and let the wheel of fate churn again. Use your hatred to reave their souls. I can make it possible. Become my Soul Reaver, my angel of death.
And there we go. That was the Elder God. Oh crap, my analog sticks don't work again. There we go. Now it works. Yeah, cool. And he does set up things quite nicely. This takes place after the first game. During the first game, we played as Kain, who was a nobleman. He got murdered, and he got in a thick of a plot that was going on to also eradicate the vampires. But you know, he became one through a pact with Mortanius, who was one of the Pillar Guardians. There were 9 Pillar Guardians, which we saw in the introduction there as well. And at the end of the game, it turned out that the corruption of the Pillars could only be reversed if the current Pillar Guardian of Balance, which happened to be Kain himself, would sacrifice himself to cleanse the Pillars. But of course, Kain being Kain, he's like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. So he decided to plunge Nosgoth, the land here we are playing in, into an age of darkness where vampires reigns supreme. And one of the first lieutenants that he raised from the dead was Raziel here. But Raziel, he evolved before Kain does, or at least, you know, that's what we get now. And Kain wouldn't have any of that, so he was sent into the abyss. By the way, also note, you saw it in the cutscene, I'm not sure, yeah you can. Like this thing here, that is part of the Elder God here, these tentacles. So we've got a Cthulhu guy over here, who is voiced by Tony J, by the way, the legendary voice actor who also did Megabyte. And that is like the script in this game, or every game in this series is just amazing. Courtesy of Amy Henning, for the most part. I don't think she actually did the script for the first game, but the others she did. And it is excellent writing, and it's coupled with some actors who were classically trained, and it shows. So anyway, let's start heading out here and see what kind of trouble we can find ourselves in. Which is probably a lot.
These gates twist space, laying a path across great spans.
So this is basically the fast travel system of the game. You will find gates all across Noskov, and you can travel between them. And it's really cool how it does this, because if you select it, now it's all deselected for now. But yeah, you select your area and then you walk straight into that area.
Other gates before this portal will be open to you.
Yeah, we can't go in there yet, but that's all seamless, and it's so awesome for a PlayStation 1 game to do that. Again, I notice how the loading times are in this game. It's extraordinary how they managed to make that work. Because believe it or not, that was actually the first and last loading screen we saw.
You are weak. You must feed.
The old hunger has left me. I have no desire for blood.
You are changed. Your bloodthirst is replaced by a deeper need. You have become a devourer of souls. To sustain your strength, you must hunt the lost spirits of the underworld and consume the souls of your enemies.
Kinda odd, because these cutscenes you can't skip, but at FMV for some reason you can skip very easily. Anyway, we can hold circle to eat some souls, and that will refill our health, which is at the bottom right, the spiral thing. Also notice that spiral, the how it's shaped. It'll be a bit different later on, which is a nice little touch of detail. Anyway, we are full up. Of course, it's a platformer game, so we've got to do some jumping. It's been a while since I fully played this game, so I hope I remember enough of it to actually do it justice, but we'll see.
Your wings, though ruined, are not without purpose. Take hold of them as you leap, and they will carry you across this chasm.
But especially in the combat, don't expect any flawless gameplay here, because the combat is kind of wonky in this. Not gonna lie.
What scabrous wretches are these?
Stua, the scavengers of the underworld. Their feral hunger has claimed countless souls, spirits who now shall never find their rest.
And here's our introduction to combat. You can lock on with R1, you can dodge, and you can have Raziel do some attacks with his claws by hitting the square button. And when they go transparent like this, and yeah, this is annoying if they run away. So, if they go transparent like that, that means they are done. And you can suck them in for a health refill. There we go. If you happen to die, you will just be sent back to the chamber with the Elder God. So, and there is a teleport right outside of his area. So, you know, dying is not a big deal. Although sometimes it can take a while to get back to where you want. But yeah, it's really hard to die, honestly.
These portals are your conduit between the spectral and material realms. With their aid, you may gather matter and will yourself to become manifest in the physical world. This is taxing, however. Your strength must first be fully restored. You require no conduit to return to this plane. You may abandon your physical body at any time.
Alright, so yeah, all areas have two versions. This spectral version and a material version like the real world.
You have much to learn, Raziel. When you are ready, this barrier will be dissolved.
Tutorials being tutorials. And you can only get into the material world once you are at full health. Going back is always possible. Oh, this is what I wanted to show. Like, look at this thing over here. Because this is a important thing to keep in mind. If we are over here and we press select, we go to the spell menu. So these are all glyphs. We only have one now. There are more, but again, every one of these is optional. You can miss all of them. They're all hidden. But this is the first one, and this is the planar chains, so we can go to the material world. Let's do that.
Sustain your strength to prolong your manifestation in the physical world. If you fail to feed or absorb too many wounds, this fragile matter will dissolve.
Yeah, so first of all, look at the spiral now. It has changed. And the wall where we came from is actually over there, I think. We can just check it out, but good to keep in mind if you go back to the spectral. Yeah, there you go. So things can change depending on where you are. That's true, the Pirate Gamer Boy. This game does the area you play in, and the areas besides you are always loaded in memory, and that's how it pulls off this seamless like traversal of the area, because the entire game is interconnected. It's one giant world. It's kind of like a 3D Metrovania kind of deal, or Legend of Zelda kind of game. You can just walk from one part to all the way to the other side.
You are young yet, Raziel. You still retain many of your vampiric weaknesses. Immersion in water, while not fatal, will dissolve your physical body, forcing your return to the spirit world. Be aware that in the spectral realm, water has neither heft nor lift. It stands as thin as air.
Yeah, and we already actually saw that in that first area that was also underwater. So you can just walk through water in the spectral realm. If you touch water, you will be immediately sent to the spectral realm. So let's try to avoid that. And with touch, I mean, you know, actually be submerged. I think you, Raziel, can actually stand waist high in water. Yeah, YouTube is kind of lagging behind at times, unfortunately.
What are these creatures?
Do you not recognize them? They are the children of your brother, Duma.
That's impossible. These foul, scuttling beasts could not be kin of our high blood?
Do you suppose that time stood still for you, Raziel? Much has changed since you passed from the world of men.
So now we get combat in the actual world. If you look, our health has already dropped a bit. So as long as you are in the material world, your health will constantly slowly drain. And if it ends up running out, you will just go back to the spectral realm. Yeah, take care, Ben. Hope you'll enjoy yourself with the family.
I knew my opponent's weaknesses, having suffered them myself. Physical wounds are fleeting. Vampire's immortal flesh begins to close as soon as it is cleared.
I hunger.
Vampires need only fear those wounds that impale or inflame. Water scorches like acid, and fledglings are devastated by sunlight's touch. I would have to modify my tactics to suit my foes.
Right, so these dudes you cannot outright kill. You need to hit them a couple of times, then hold down the triangle button to pick them up, and then throw them somewhere that will actually kill them. Like water.
Unfettered from the flesh, a creature's soul fades swiftly into the spectral realm. Draw it in quickly, Raziel, or you will be compelled to follow.
AP means appreciation points or activity points, whatever you really want. Just a shorter name than just points in general. But it's kind of an alternative to channel points because I'm not affiliate on Twitch. And that's not a stupid question because, you know, it's never explained anywhere, I don't think. So, you know, it's just a alternative there. You can also throw them in the sunlight, that will kill them. You can also throw them in fire, which is not here, but that works just as well. Or you can throw them on spikes, but that's the most fiddly of the bunch. And yeah, being an early 3D game from the 90s...
Your physical prowess surpasses what you knew in life. Even massive obstacles can be moved effortlessly.
We've got block puzzles, and this game has a lot of block puzzles. And they slow down your progress quite considerably at times, unfortunately. But oh well. They do try to kind of change things up, which is nice. Oh, but this one a bit further. As that enemy burned in the water, you could also see a little item there, which we need to get back to later. But it's good to keep in mind that that is there. We should be able to get back to that one day even.
My God! The sanctuary of the clans reduced to ruin. Beyond these walls lay the pillars of Nosgoth, the seat of Kain's empire. How humble it now appeared, collapsing into the dust of its former magnificence. And yet, I had only just emerged. In the instant between my execution and resurrection, centuries had apparently passed.
This world is wrecked with cataclysms. The earth strains to shrug off the pestilence of Kain's parasitic empire. The fate of this world was preordained in an instant by a solitary man. Unwilling to martyr himself to restore Nosgoth's balance, Kain condemned the world to the decay you see. In that moment, the unraveling began. Now it is nearly played out. Nosgoth teeters on the brink of collapse. Its fragile balance cannot hold.
Yeah, I believe this is 500 years after Kain threw Raziel into the vortex. And as the pillars were corrupted, it really set in motion the end of Nosgoth, and it's pretty much a hellscape right about now. It's a apocalyptic future for Raziel here. So yeah, the game never explains this, but you can pick up some weapons mounted on the walls. And they come in very handy because that's basically a spike on a stick. So if you hit them a bunch and they get stunned, now you can just press triangle and that will impale them. Now do not pick up the spear right away. First eat up their soul, because if you remove it, they will immediately get up. And yeah, another one of those trinkets. I need to get back to that one later on. And go over here. Because that is an important. area. Oh wow, where did you come from, buddy? Hey there, cashier. No, I did not. I never played this one on the channel. So what game did I have to abandon? I don't remember. You can also throw the spear, which instant kill unsuspecting enemies. If they see you, it will only damage them, I guess, or maybe stun them, but it won't outright kill them, which is unfortunate. Yeah, here's a teleport room, portal room. How should we call these? And I did play through the original game. It's on my channel, the LP. I actually linked it in the description. Was a pretty fun LP, I think. And you know, it's really important for the story of this game, I think, because it sets up a lot of things. So yeah, this is now a shortcut to the Elder God. But we don't need to go there, so... you do need to activate them, so it's important to still go to them. And they usually are found behind these little sun kind of dial doors. Yeah, depending on where you are, and I never reset them either, so you know, those things have been accumulating for quite some time, those APs. AP is just an alternative to Twitch's channel points. Wow, that was weird. Early 3D games do have their little flaws. So yeah, it's just a system that I set up for points that accumulate as you make chats or are just watching the stream, and then potentially can have some redeems. But the only one now is Grizo, really. Grizo snack.
This, at least, had remained constant. The endlessly swirling vortex of the abyss. My tomb, and the womb of my rebirth. Though much of Nosgoth's landscape had changed, these cliffs gave me my bearings. My clan territory was to the west. I was anxious to see how my descendants had fared during the centuries of my absence.
Hello there, Mystic Fjord. Wow, the game like Batman. Yeah, maybe no one is as notable, noble as Batman. Practical people enough in this world. But yeah, basically everyone is a bad guy in this world. One issue this game has is like you now got a direction, go to the west, and the game does this a lot. Go to that place and then to the east, but there is no compass. There is no map in the game, so you can easily get yourself lost, unfortunately. But now we will go to Raziel's clan place. Something else you can do, if you dodge into an enemy, you will also actually damage them. You can, I think, cancel out their attacks. Oh crap, I did the thing that I said you shouldn't do. Yeah, that was basically the alternate ending to the first game. In Napraptor's retreat in the first game, you actually get a glimpse of two different futures, like the green, and the ruined ones. I totally agree, Casher. I like the style of PS1 games because I grew up on this style, so I love it. But I can totally see these games have aged much poorer than... oh crap. These have aged much poorer than the 2D games for sure. And even though the Dreamcast version does look a bit nice, it's not like a giant leap that it becomes HD. I think someone is working on an HD version of this game. There's another one of those trinkets over there, but we can't get there yet. We can, I think, set it up for when we come back. Because another impressive feat of this game is... if you leave things as they are, the game will remember that. And it's... I don't know how the heck it even does that. But if I were to leave my weapon here and I would come back later on, it would still be where I left it. So I'm now pushing this block over here. And it will be here when we come back and we can actually get that little heart piece.
Utter desolation. My once proud kin wiped from this world like excrement from a boot. I knew the hand that wrought this deed.
Yeah, I've never tried the or seen much of the PC port. I did look into like are there actual HD conversions, but none that I saw yet. Hey buddies, what are you doing here? Get out of my castle. And you do want to suck up the souls as they come out, because if you let them linger long enough, they will go back into the bodies. Although, as long as the spear is in there, it won't re-inhabit the body. But use good practice to try and get rid of the souls as you go. And the Dreamcast model of Raziel is really, does look real awesome, but most of the models did not get that treatment. Oh, another portal over here. Wait, was there anything else here? I don't... Oh yeah, that. Yeah, I can totally see that, because that attack animation is kind of the same. And it kind of sounds the same as well as you hit enemies as nightmare creatures. Also a really cool game. Never finished it because it gets pretty tough. But yeah, maybe we should get to that at some point as well. This game is much more impressive though, and as a whole. Just for having the interconnected world, and yeah, that music soundscape is just amazing. Wouldn't even know what genre I would place it in. Oh, I don't know Severance. Oh, I woke him up. Oh well. Yeah, Nightmare Creature was pretty tough. Like the first couple of levels were easy enough, but then it starts to rack up real fast. Over there is water, so we can't go in there. Well, we can, but it will force us back into the spectral world, or realm, I should say. But that's a dead end. Something else this game does that, for example, you see in the Souls games a lot, is that it connects back on itself. So you will get a whole bunch of little shortcuts from area to area as you go. Not sure if there's another one over here somewhere. Ah, there we go. And yeah, this music is just awesome. This Uzar Rashim. What's this the name? Oh crap. As long as you have a spear weapon, these enemies are pretty easy, but you won't have that luxury always, unfortunately. Yeah, you need to, when you burn CDI discs, you really have to experiment a bit with the correct speed for your particular burner and the brand of discs. Because usually they say do it at the lowest speed possible. When I was burning CDI games, I actually had better results with verbatim discs, I think, than the brand. This guy's taking way too long. Come on, buddy. There you go. And I actually had to burn them at 24 speed. If I would burn them at 4 speed, it would not work. For me, at least. But that is really dependent on the burner you have. I don't know if there's still... It's been forever since I burned a disc. Yeah, I know it's kind of a sin, everyone tells you to avoid it, but the only way it worked for me back then was just faster. Just 24 speed was the sweet spot for me back then. I don't know why. Yeah, I think Verbatim did a lot of media. I think they also did video cassettes and audio cassettes. Tetsugating can be kind of fun, I guess. You can also throw pots at enemies that will stun them. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else here. I remember having most trouble with most early 3D games, like Tomb Raider is another good example of that. I love the Tomb Raider games. But what's an issue is that... oh crap, he's sniping us from the corner. He's been watching cats. That it can be kind of hard sometimes to judge where you actually have to go or even can go. So expect me to get lost now and then. Can we get the thing? Thank you. I love how it just flies up into his hand, like it just compels the spear to go back into his hand. Right. And to me, it's so amazing how good these games still came out, because every game is like kind of a battle to even get them. There's a lot of cut content for this game in particular, unfortunately. Cutscene? No, no cutscene yet. But they really do well, and the story is what drives this series, but it gets so convoluted in the later parts.
No! Please!
I didn't recognize these flayed racks of flesh. Their scent was vampiric, but they gnawed upon their victim's carcass like dogs.
And surprisingly, there are apparently still humans left, which you wouldn't expect. Now we have these dudes to contend with. They're not all much different. I think these guys can actually dig a hole in the ground and then pop up somewhere else. Alright, watch out for this guy. Yeah, I think it is kind of explained that they also kind of keep humans as kind of cattle. But there is a human stronghold still in this world, which you can visit. I think that place is also completely optional. You can totally just not go there. and see the ending of the game. That's a very thin gate. And here's a human warrior, and for some reason... oh, he is already hostile. Let's ignore him, because I don't want humans to be hostile.
This charnel house bore the unmistakable marks of Melchiah's clan. To what depths had our dynasty plummeted if these ghouls were the descendants of my high-born brother? Were they so debased as to recruit fledglings from the desiccated corpses here interred?
Because if you leave the humans alone, they will actually be impartial to you. But I thought the first one was passive as well, but this one was very eager to shoot us. And since that human stronghold is full with humans, it is very beneficial if they are okay with you. Because Raziel, he has no hunger anymore, so he could care less about the humans. And the humans are like, yeah, only vampires are bad. That cool? Nah, totally cool. Totally cool. Totally. Nope. Where do we go? Over there. The game is a bit dark. I hope it comes across light enough on stream, but I might have to adjust the gamma at some point because I'm looking straight into the studio light as well, which isn't helping. Nothing here. Nope.
My brother Melchiah was made last, and therefore received the poorest portion of Kain's gift. Although immortal, his soul could not sustain the flesh, which retained much of its previous human frailty. This weakness, it seemed, was passed on to his offspring. Their fragile skins barely contained the underlying decay.
Ah, poor Griezer. No one is giving him the treats. Yes, it is possible to have a neutral faction in the humans. And I say neutral, but they actually go from being non-hostile to just admiring you for some reason. I guess because you have a common enemy. Hopefully we can show that off. Again, I'm pretty sure that first human should not have shot us, so I hope it didn't turn on the flag to turn them hostile. That would be bad. It would be kind of funny if we can actually push him into the fire or the sunlight. There we go. It was nice. Yeah, I agree, Dave. The story is just very deep, but it gets super convoluted. And you know, my hats is off to Amy for even coming up with ways to kinda make it work again. Which way do we need to go here? Probably one way to another portal. I think. This is not the way. Well, this is the way. I don't want to forget something if I can help it. Oh, this is just a starting place. Okay. Yeah, but this is already kind of the first dungeon where we are hunting down our first brother here, Melchiah. The last of Kain's lieutenant. Oh, here's the portal. I knew there was one. It's just en route. It's not a separate room. This game came out in 1999, I think, at the tail end of 1999, like November or December. And the first Blood Omen came out in, I want to say, 96, maybe 97. I was actually debating playing through that game again on stream, but I decided against this because it's quite long. And my LP, I actually cut out the loading times, and that makes a huge difference in this game. The first Blood Omen was super long-winded when it came to loading times. Do I want to take my spear across? The problem is, if I don't do this jumping right, which could be a possibility, of course. I'm not very much practiced. But if it drops in the water here, we will survive, or we go back to the Spectrum realm, but the weapon will be inaccessible. Oh well. And there we go. Please still work. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay. Wonky 3D physics to the rescue. Yeah, I'm not sure how... Oh crap, I still managed to mess it up. I'm not sure how well the GOG version holds up. I think the PC port had some issues with the controllers. Because... oh, we are not full capacity health. Hopefully there's a soul around. There's not. Where's my souls? Could be that they are swimming. Ah, there's one. Yeah, he was swimming in the water, which can be a bit awkward at times. Let's go back here. Saw another spear on the wall here. Right? Oh crap. You know what? Forget it. Just ignore it. Oh my goodness, again. Yeah, that's... I hate 3D platforming. Oh, well, might as well fill up anyway. All the souls. There we go. You know, maybe I can just go to the other side in the spectral world. Met too much. There we go. And then over there. Please tell me there is a portal here. Of course there is not. Nope. And in the spectral world you cannot manipulate any of the physical objects, so we need to actually go back after all. Just watch as I whiff it again. And these are not even the hard platforming sections. Later in the game, platforming can become pretty tedious. And this is not even the worst offender of the 3D games. You can just... oh. So, go in. This room is important because you don't see it, but there is a secret here. Alright, the Pirate Game Boy. It was great to have you. Take care. Oh man, Shiny Messiah is a game that I have not played in a long time. Oh, this place is super dark. Is this the place with... Oh, here we go. Ah, yeah, I think we will be coming up to the first rave of the game, which is not much of a problem, but it can be kind of annoying. Yeah, here we are. There's a body on the floor here. And we can't actually progress here. Okay. We need to go over there, I'm pretty sure. Again, if you go to the Spectrum realm, sometimes, and this is a very organic way to teach you this, sometimes things change slightly.
Beware, Raziel. These wraiths are vampire spirits, fettered too long in the spectral realm. When their vampire natures adapt to this plane, they become eaters of souls. Do not allow these spirits to re-inhabit their corpses.
Yeah, so combat-wise they aren't too bad, these guys. But if they get to the corpse, they will re-inhabit that. Yeah, that is Tony J is pretty awesome. Unfortunately, he has passed away, I think, 2006, 8? I don't remember exactly, but yeah, he does an amazing voice. That deep voice, very intimidating. But yeah, now this stuff came out of the wall. We can actually go up here. Ooh, oh, and jump straight over it, because why not? And here we can go back into the material world. You'll need to go back and forth quite a lot. Luckily, the loading of that isn't that egregious. And puzzle block time. For sure, he was also what made the Bard's Tale, the remake, kinda tolerable. I think that was actually his last performance ever. That game is a bit of a guilty pleasure of mine, I guess. Very basic Diablo kind of hack and slash. But it has Tony J being sarcastic narrator, which is quite cool. Yeah, if you press R1, you will walk or sneak. This will also prevent you from falling off ledges, so it can be handy in these kind of 3D games. I think we need to go up here. Talk of our surroundings. Yeah, okay. See those two things, those pendulums? We need to get to that beam over there, but we can't reach it yet. But if we stand on this thing here, that one will go up. However, if we go and land on that one, this one will go up. So how do you prevent that? Well, by going into the spectral realm. Was there also something? Yeah, we need to push a block over here. To open the gate. To get back to the first area. And yeah, unlike Tomb Raider, this game does 3D blocks. Well, we already saw that kinda, but they do it in 3 dimensions. We can just leave him. Oh no! But if I take this, he will come to life, won't he? Oh well. Oh, and he's possessed. See those blue sparkies? That means that a wraith is in possession of that body. And what that means is that they get an additional attack that will zap your life from a distance. And yeah, I agree totally. The Tales or the Bard's Tale, the earlier games are super hard to get into nowadays. Stepping out of the pub and being mugged by 9 trolls or something is not fun. I am so happy that in that game you can at least control the camera at will, which is nice. Oh wow, it's already back. Enemies do respawn occasionally, unfortunately, which is gonna be a real pain in the ass later on when you got bigger block puzzles, which are annoying enough as they are, but then after a while one of those dudes pops up. It's super annoying. I think there is a Steam version of those where they not so much got updated, but at least it became playable again. There was also a newer kinda game in the vein of the Bard's Tale, like 3D but dungeon crawling. I did try that, but didn't get too far in it. Yeah, it wasn't really my thing. You can't carry as much boxes, you can just kinda put them up a ledge above you. But you can't right out carry them, unfortunately. That would make things a bit faster. So, now that we have done that, we go back to the Spectrum realm. Oh, damn it. This time we stay in the Spectrum realm. Oh no, I missed the jump. Awesome. Oh, we get to do that again. Yeah, this is probably a common theme for me. You just have to get really used to these controls again. Because he can be a bit floaty, like that. And slippery. Yeah, I love how they distort the world in the Spectrum realm. And there's a couple of areas that really... No, why do you keep going that way, buddy? Some areas really go pretty trippy at times, which is quite nice. It's cool. There we go, that's what I wanted to do. So yeah, now that the thing is up here, and if you stand on that in the material world, it will just lower itself again. So that's why you need to stay in the spectral world. Because in the spectral world, all matter is solid. You can't manipulate it at all. And now we actually got to the point where we want to be. Oh look, Rizzo, the first bit of your treat is in the making. So, yeah, new mechanic. 2 boxes on top of each other. And it has symbols on them. So now you're going to see the complexity ramping up on these block puzzles. Because we need to match the symbol. Nah, Dave, it's only 20, about 23. But yeah, now you need to match it up, so you have to go for it. You have to keep, rotating the thing because you've got 6 sides, 2 of which are okay. And yeah, later on you get more and more boxes and and it gets nuts. Here we go. But we're not at the boss yet. Because now we are over here. This is the starting area of this place. Now we push this down. Don't walk down before you actually push it down. I speak out of experience. It's just super annoying. Where are we? Where are we? And where is the... Oh, there we go. Good God, it's dark. Doesn't matter. Out here. Because there is our objective, that ledge. Just to give you an idea where we are, this is where we got into the area with the jumping thing over the nasty looking green juice. Get the second block out, which we need for enough height to actually reach that ledge. Those up on each other, and there we go. Now we can actually get into the place. Because there's more. Bye-bye. Going for a swim, buddy. We have soul? We want soul. There we go. Finally. Jeez. Let's not jump into the drink. If we can prevent it. Cool. Always good to have a weapon at hand. Makes things a bit easier. I do think the game does a good job at introducing new mechanics. Like the tutorial section is real short but real sweet. And it kind of makes sense in the story of as well. Yeah, Mystic Beard, take care, man. Good luck with those errands, and I hope to see you later tonight still. Go have a nap. Eternally. Sometimes enemies get stunned in 6 hits, sometimes in 3 hits. I'm not sure what's actually causing that. Oh, another one of you guys, huh? Fighting on a slope makes things a bit more wonky, I guess. Right. I think overall I still prefer the first game a bit more. It just aged a bit better, apart from those loading times. But this game is a classic. Alright, so let's go in here. I think we need to turn on the thing. Not sure what kind of thing it actually is, but we need to turn it on. And I think there's also humans in here, so we can see if they have turned hostile to us or not. It's not a human, it's an ex-human. 2 even. Go. This level luckily is still very linear. Later levels will have a lot of fake ways where you just waste time. This one not so much. Although I did. I think there's another button I missed. Is it in the same room? Was it down there? Or... Oh, there it is. On the opposite side. And now the crank should work, I think. Only one button that you need to press. And that will get things started up. I have no clue what this thing is supposed to be. How this structure was actually used, I have no clue. Oh, there he is. Yeah, look at him, admiring us, as he should. Hey there, Glizo. How are you, buddy? Now we go back to the main area. Where we can now lower that center platform, if I remember correctly, by doing the lever here. We are almost at the boss, I think. No. Yeah. Nothing to do here yet. No. Yeah. Okay. Need to push this out for later. Get back out again, otherwise you can't make the jump out. And yeah, here it is. You can actually go downstairs a level. Because for some reason this this plateau needs to drop further. Again, I have no clue how this all works. Seems like a very convoluted design. But yeah, now we are below the thing. And over here, going straight, we should come up to the boss, I think. I can't see anything. Oh, there we go. But there's a gate. Is this too dark for you guys as well? Or is it just because I am watching, looking into the light here? Oh, here we are. Have to press, pull these under these support beams, so they will burn through. And impressively, this whole contraption can still stay kind of afloat with only one support beam. I don't know how they pull that off. Oh, where did we go? There we go. Two more to go. And one more. And that's all of them done. But we're not done yet. Because it's still not low enough. And we need to actually push this one. I mean, this one's pretty obvious because of the guiding path here. We have to push the torches in the corners here. I'm not sure what the neighbors are doing, but someone is hammering away happily. That one, final one. And then we can finally get to the boss arena. Oh, it's the wrong way. Other way. Because now, for some reason, the gate has opened. Can't even find it. There we are. Jeez. Boss time.
Show yourself, creature.
Do you not recognize me, brother? Am I so changed?
Melchiah?
Yes, brother. You should have stayed where the Master sent you, Raziel. You will find Nosgoth less pleasant than you remember.
What has become of my clan? Answer me, little brother, or I will beat an answer from your horrid lips.
Everyone is afraid, sibling. You awake to a world of fear. These times of change are so unsettling. Do you think I feel no revulsion for this form? Do you believe for a moment that our Lord would risk his empire upon an upstart inheritance?
Enough riddles. What are you saying?
You are the last to die.
Alright, here we go. All the boss fights, you cannot take them on head on. Just not possible. Where are we? And Malkaya here, he will actually phase through objects. So the way to beat him is quite simple actually, because he goes through here. Come on, buddy. I know you want me. And you lower the spikes on top of his head, and that damages him. And then he breaks the spikes. But on the other side, there should be another one. There. So let's do that again. There is no way to beating him otherwise. Every boss fight is pretty much a gimmick fight. Oh, I wasn't fast enough. Or too fast, I should say. Now he breaks those. But we should now... Yeah, there we go. Now the crank opens over here. We need to lure him in the center. Where is the crank? Oh, there it is. So he needs to go into the center here. Come on, buddy. There he goes.
Tell me, Melchiah, where can I find Kain?
The Master is beyond your reach, Raziel. He makes himself known when he sees fit, not when commanded.
Into the giant coffee grinder with him.
I am released.
You have done well, Raziel.
Am I reduced to this? A ghoul? A fratricide?
Elevated, Raziel, not reduced. Consuming Melchiah's soul has endowed you with a new gift. Insubstantial barriers such as these are no impediment to you in the spectral realm. Will yourself to pass through, and you shall.
And with that, we now have a new ability, and that is basically the progression of this game. Every time you beat a boss, you gain their ability, and more of the world opens up to you, and it's your task to figure out where everything is. I am thinking that I want to adjust the brightness here a bit, because I think also on stream it becomes a bit too dark. I'm not sure how that is for you guys, but looking at the stream it also looks quite dark. Is that something that let's not reboot, that would just be bad. Where's the audio and video? Where was that? Ring. No. Video progress processing. Gamma correction. There we go. Oh, maybe not gamma correction. Let's then do it in OBS, because I think it's a bit too dark. I can barely see a thing. Let's see. Yeah, and speaking of Faith Victus, because we are not playing as Kain, we only, well, we actually don't hear it at all, unfortunately. Effects. Give me not a chroma key, but a color correction. Let's make things a bit brighter. I think that's better. I hope it's also better for stream. Yeah, but I think the only game Victus actually is in is in the first Blood Omen. It's never used again. I don't think... Maybe in Blood Omen 2 Kain uses it as a kind of a joke remark sometime. I don't know. Blood Omen 2 kind of sucked. And with... I mean, the game itself is fine. It's just... it doesn't hold a candle to the quality and the writing you've come to expect from this game. Also, welcome back, Ben. So that's our first boss encounter. Yeah, you're still back fairly quickly though. Family won't miss you. Actually, let's stay in the spectral realm for now. So I think there is a gate here we can just phase through, and that way we don't have to deal with all the enemies here, which probably repopulated this place. And I'm pretty sure outside of this chamber is the first two secrets of the game, or well, kinda. I guess they are secrets. Phasing through objects is kind of wonky as well. You just have to keep pressing forward on it.
Return to the sanctuary of the clans, Raziel. Melchiah's soul has endowed you with the means to gain entry. Beware, however. This hollow derelict is abandoned, but not uninhabited.
Yeah, I know what that's like. You know, sometimes family feels more like an obligation than actual fun. But yeah, I think in here... Yeah, there we are. Our first little thingy.
These artifacts enhance your stamina, enabling you to prolong your material manifestation. Gather 5 to complete the emblem, and thereby augment your strength.
So these are like heart pieces. If you collect 5 of these, you will increase your life swirl. Again, you don't have to pick up any of these. You can complete all of the game without ever picking up one. And does the game become a bit harder? Maybe, but again, death is not that much of an issue, so honestly, they're not that big of a deal. Yeah, that will connect you. But yeah, not everyone is into gaming, unfortunately. And over here is another secret, which we need to change back. Because over here we will find our first glyph. I don't know, 11 is still a good age, I think. But yeah, what do you guess you have to do here? It's not very tough, but believe me, puzzles will get tougher further in the game. But yeah, you just got to press square on these pillars, and that will drop them with the spiky bit to the center, and that's your puzzle. Not very taxing. Oh, it doesn't say anything. Okay. But yeah, this is our first glyph. Still nothing? Huh.
Once acquired, these glyphs empower you with elemental lore. Each spell exacts a sacrifice of energy, however. Use them sparingly and wisely.
Oh, I know what that's like. I have basically no family at all, so you know. But yeah, now we got our first skill, which is what is this called? I think force, and it's basically a very small radius. Like it looks like it's pretty big, but it's not, and it just pushes. It's like force push, basically, although only like in all directions. So it won't damage enemies, but it can push them into the water, for example, or into any hazard, really. So it can be handy. You can also only use these glyphs in the material world. In the spectral world, they are inaccessible. Look. Yeah, those are the secrets over here. I think over here we go back to this pillar place. Yep. Where I kept dropping. Where does this go? Oh wait, no, that's for later. I remember. There's the spear. Forever trapped underwater, we can't pick it up. Raziel can't hold material weapons in the spectral realm. I mean, I use the interweb and I still feel like a loner. There is... Like now we can phase through gate, so let's make a quick detour to Raziel's place. Where was that? No, it's the next one, I think. Is that correct? Oh crap, I already forgot. Let's see. Let's just see. Like, I do think this is super impressive. You just walk through and it loads the level. Please, oh. Where are we? Open the door. Is this exactly where we want it to be? I think it's on the left there then. Yes, cool. Not lost yet. Won't last for long, I can assure you. And there's one more we saw already, but we can pick that up later. Oh, Grizo, snacky time. Uh-oh. I forgot his bowl. But normal snackies we can just throw on the desk and it's just fine. Some cheese snacks, why don't we? Some lovely, lovely dreamies. Could also put outside of the fridge some heart for Mr. Grizo for tomorrow. I keep forgetting, much to his chagrin. How are we doing on time? Ooh, already busy for 2 hours. Oof, 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 oof. It's gonna be a bit of a... You're making a mess, Grizo. Just take your time. Take your time. Oh yeah, but there's way more, Dave. I'm sorry, there is way more for this game. It'll take me a couple of weeks to get through this one. Hopefully, I'm not sure if I dare to attempt it, but it would be amazing if I could. If I could get through the second dungeon, that would be amazing. Oh, I can't use that door without going back. So I need those dudes. Oh, the music that was just playing? Wasn't really paying attention to that, I must admit. The later games for the Legacy of Kain do decline somewhat in quality, I find, but they never get bad. Especially Blood Omen 2 is just not a very good game. The one thing this game does, well, the whole series does super well is like the story and the writing and the voice acting, and Blood Omen 2 just has almost none of that. It's also the one game that kind of messes the story up the most for the entire series. Like, it does introduce a couple of plot holes. Alright, so I think we want to go over here now. Because we need to go back to the beginning, to that sanctuary, which I think is outside here. I am going to get lost at some point. It's just gonna happen. Yeah, if we go through this valley, I think we will get back to where we were. I don't have a weapon, so let's ignore this dude. There's basically no point to fighting dudes. Well, it can top off your energy, which is great, because it's ever draining, but going to the Spectrum realm also kind of replenishes your health. But yeah, we're back here. Let's go through here. One of the more epic scenes, I hate using that word, but there's no real other way to describe it. Scenes is going to play out shortly. This is a very, very small dungeon. So this, I was actually not saying this. I was not seeing this as the second dungeon. Those blue orbs that appeared now is because we got our first glyph magic. And just to show off what it does, I guess we can go all the way around. Yeah, it's unfortunate that dude walked to us, but yeah, you can bounce people into the drink, or the fire, or the spikes, or the whatevers. And would have been awesome if they would both go for a swim, but unfortunately, that dude decided to walk in front of me. Oh well. Ignore him. Go through here. This is the place which we saw at the beginning of the game, like the introduction scene with the pillars. They are housed in this structure. And we will go there off this gate. They are through this door. Oh, I need energy. Kinda annoying that you need to be tapped up to actually go back. Because you always lose a bit of energy, I find. Anyway, enjoy this cutscene.
Raziel.
Kain!
The Abyss has been unkind.
I am your creation, Kain. Now, as before, you criticize your own work. What have you done with my clan, degenerate? You have no right.
What I have made, I can also destroy, child.
Damn you, Kain! You are not God! This act of genocide is unconscionable!
Conscience? You dare to speak to me of conscience? Only when you have felt the full gravity of choice should you dare question my judgment. Your lifespan is a flicker compared to the mass of doubt and regret that I have borne since Mortanius first turned me from the light. To know that the fate of the world hangs dependent on the advisedness of my every deed? Can you even begin to conceive what action you would take in my position?
I would choose integrity, Kain.
Look around you, Raziel. See what has become of our empire. Witness the end of an age. The clans scattered to the corners of Nosgoth. This place has outlasted its usefulness. As have you.
The Soul Reaver, Kain's ancient blade, older than any of us and 1,000 times more deadly. The legends claimed that the blade was possessed and thrived by devouring the souls of its victims. For all our bravado, we knew what it meant when Kain drew the Soul Reaver in anger. It meant you were dead.
Boss time! And where does he pop up? You just got the hit Kain 3 times if he is completely charged up. Ooh, that was super close. Yeah, not gonna get him. Yeah, you can spawn at 3 spots and it's random, and I was a bit too slow there. But again, it doesn't really matter too much because you only get sent back to the Spectrum Realm and you can just get some more life and go back at it. So, you know, it's never a big issue if you happen to run out of energy. So, let's give that another try, Kain. I think there is a cooldown ban of half a minute.
The blade is vanquished. So it unfolds. And we are a step closer to our destinies.
I swore I saw a glint of satisfaction in Kain's eye when the Soul Reaver was destroyed. I did not understand the game that Kain was playing, but I knew the finishing move.
From this moment and ever afterward, you and this blade are inextricably bound. Soul Reaver and Reaver of Souls, Your destinies are intertwined. By destroying the sword, you have liberated it from its corporeal prison and restored it to its true form, a wraith blade, its energy unbound. No longer a physical blade, it can only manifest itself in the material realm when your strength is fully restored. Once manifest, it will sustain you.
And now we get
What
best
are you,
weapon
little
of
soul?
the game.
Another of Kain's creatures come to taunt this bound spectre.
What about her?
I did not intend to disturb your rest.
Rest. A body is needed for sleep. Flesh and bones are required to recline. No, child. All I may do is watch and remember, ceaselessly conscious as this wretched world's history unfurls. Ghastly past, insufferable future, are they one and the same? Am I always here?
How have you come to haunt these pillars?
Kain refused the sacrifice. The Pillar of Balance, corrupted to its core, stands as a monument to his blind ambition. Now these pillars serve only to bind me here, my prison and eternal home, thanks to the avarice of your master, Kain.
That bastard can claim no allegiance from me.
Then we share a common foe, Raziel. Return here when you have need. Ariel remembers what others have forgotten.
Remove? We can play again. Awesome. Yeah, that was a big cutscene there. That's Ariel. That is the prior guardian of the Pillar of Balance. So now Kain is the one, but she was the one before. No problem, Ben, because no one should hear it but me. And also thank you for the suggestions. Sly Cooper is a fun game. I never played through the whole series. And Jack and Daxter is just an awesome series. I did play through that one. So both of these would be great. And yeah, no problem, because I know how the cutscenes go. I just forgot that Ariel was actually in this game, because Ariel was supposed to have a much bigger role in this game, but she's also kind of cut content. This is the only time we actually see her. She does serve the purpose of kind of give you hints, but it's... You barely get back here ever, so it's kind of useless.
May you find peace here, Raziel.
So you can heal here, but again, you can just go to the spectral realm and also heal up. But yes, it can give you hints on where to go next.
Far in the eastern mountains, a stifled titan stands in mute surrender, unwilling host to a parasitic swarm.
Only it is super cryptic. Like, you wouldn't get what the heck she's talking about until you've seen the place. Then yeah, okay, it makes kind of sense. But otherwise, you've no clue. But yeah, this is the Soul Reaver blade, only the Spectrum form. Now, if we go back into the... oh, we need to actually be at the portal here. You can ever actually bring it with you to the material realm. And it's nice and blue. And this will prevent your health from draining. However, as soon as you take one hit, it will dissipate. So it's not super reliable. I agree. I enjoyed the first Jack game the most. And the second was that was okay, but I don't know. I like the more upbeat, simplistic nature of the first game and the colorful presentation. Second game got all emo, and then the third game was more of the same. With, you know, it's still a fun game, but wasn't that special anymore. In the Sly games, I think I only have advantage of experience with the first games. I played through that whole series. Yeah, this is kind of a lightsaber. Saber. And this game is hella powerful. It is super, super powerful. And yeah, these blue glyphs over here give you glyph energy for your spells. We are full up. Oh, I needed to stay in the spectrum room. Forgot about that. Well, you know, we can only play one at a time, so the more suggestions, the more exciting it is to see what kind of game we get. Ahead in time. Also fun game.
Your brother Zephon's keep lies far to the east, beyond the ruins that greeted your first exit from the underworld. He and his brood have cocooned themselves in a derelict cathedral, having murdered its human guardians.
Yeah, see, you don't have to be so cryptic when giving out hints on where to go next, you know. Ariel. Still not super clear, but he means from that place with the pillar. We saw a gate there as well. With the minor pillars, I should say, because those were the big pillars, I guess. Which I think is this way. Yes. But we saw another health orb thingy over here. And yeah, this blade is super powerful. If you hit 1 or 2 times an enemy, they usually are stunned. And it can also then do a kill. We only need 1 more. Cool. Oh. Low on energy. No, there's a door, so I need to fill up. Can they reach me? I don't think they can. You have quite good reach when it comes to collecting souls, but not all the way across the screen, unfortunately. Even does kind of the lightsaber noise. I don't tend to rely much on it because I tend to lose it fairly quickly, unfortunately. But while it lasts, it is very, very, very beneficial. So over here, there should be a gate somewhere. There it is. Always trials, huh? And in the spectral realm, the Soul Reaver blade never leaves you. You always have it now. So that's nice, at least. Makes dispatching the enemies a bit easier. Where are we here? Alright. So this place. This freaking place. This is the Silence Cathedral. How are we on time? Oh god. 2 hours. I don't think I can do this in 1 hour, but I guess we will go a bit late this night then. Because there is a save here, and then there is a save all the way at the end, and this is, if you know how to play it, the longest dungeon of the game. That's not to say that later dungeons will be easier, but those have a more efficient critical path. They just tend to trip you up on some false red herring routes. This one, however, has basically 0 of those, and it in itself just takes super long. Yeah, you better pray. So yeah, now the humans are passive, and hopefully we can keep it that way, because that will make life a bit easier. We could also get into the human citadel right now. Let's activate this. And maybe we can pick up 1 or 2 things there, but I like to wait until later when we can just get more stuff there. The only reason I even went back to Raziel's place was that there is a health pickup in this area, which brings us to 5, so our first actual health upgrade. And the Silas Cathedral, well, I think Raziel actually tells us about it later on. So let's just... Oh, there it is. Walk past the entrance, damn it. Some doors. Unique. I don't know, how long do you say? "23 minutes and 10 seconds. Yeah, they must have sequence broken the game somewhere. Probably there is a way to just skip this place altogether. I would like to kill him while we can. He won't bother us later on. There we go. Yeah, and I imagine that about half an hour of the time was spent here. Or maybe I just make it harder than it's supposed to be, but yeah. Ah, come on, that's cheap. Just avoid him. But I do remember there being some nasty block puzzles in this place. So, joy! Nothing? Huh. That's true, but these are in 3D. It's the future. We need to go on top here. Like this? Yes, we can. Then we jump over, I think. It's somewhere here, I think there is. Oh crap. Man. I completely misjudged that. The Tales games have that, every game has that ring, right? To manipulate objects, to form puzzles. That their sorcery ring, I think it's called. There, jump to the small alcove. Is there anything here? No. So, I think that corridor down there is nothing, so let's keep moving this way. Yeah, I think this is progress. I think down there is like, if you fall down at some point, you will turn up there, which I hope to avoid. camera showed us that we needed to go here, so let's go here. I know there's one health pickup in this area. And it's definitely not down there. Can we snipe him maybe? Let's try this. My dude! I thought I had bad aim, but wow. Yeah, well. And go in the cathedral inwards.
Once a testament to mankind's defiance of Kain's empire, this towering cathedral now stood derelict. The humans who worshipped here, dead for centuries. Its architects conceived this tower as a holy weapon against the vampire menace, a colossal instrument of brass and stone. The cathedral's pipes, once tuned to blast a deadly hymn, now stood silent, and these vacant spaces whistled their impotence.
Yeah, so I think the lore of this place was that they would be able to make noise and kind of echo it like a big sound wave that would disturb the vampires. But you know, Kain was not having any of it, so he got all the humans expelled here. Hey there, Mystic Fears, great to have you. Yeah, we did put an end to Malkaya, and now we are in the second area here. And we need to go back to the Spectrum realm here because things warped once more, and actually enables us to go up here. I'm pretty sure I want to walk here to avoid falling off. I know this is not speedrunning strats, but I know how I am. These 3D games, they can be a bit wonky when it comes to this those narrow ledges. And as long as we walk, we are safe. Never mind. And Mystic Fears, you just joined us for the worst part of the game, pretty much, I think. Well, worst part, well, that's not really true. I mean, I kind of like the level design of it. It's just that this level does overstay its welcome a bit too much. But overall, there are later on some levels that make kind of less sense, but they are just shorter. So they don't stick out as much. Can we just walk on there? Oh, we can just walk on there. That was funny. Oh, dark again. No! I thought there was a ledge there. Damn it. Yeah, I'm not making any speedrunning time here, that's for sure. In fact, we're almost coming up on that speedrun 100% run, aren't we, Bandon? And I'm only in the second big dungeon. Mystic Fury, if you want to look back, we also got an encounter with Kain, which is highly recommended to watch. Oh, there's a platform on top here. Yeah, I should have just looked better where we're actually at. Which is why we now have the Soul Reaver as a blade. Okay, this is safe. So the Soul Reaver Raziel got the Soul Reaver blade. Because Kain broke the blade by striking us. I think we need to come back to this one later. first we go over this way. Button, button. What does this button do? Yes, this is the best weapon of the game. However, one hit in the material world and it will dissipate. So you don't really get to use it all the time. As long as it's out like this, it does prevent your life from draining. So it's quite beneficial, especially later on where you have to stick into the material world for longer. I think we can... Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is the start of the annoying block puzzles. Dude, can you come over here? No, we need to do this the old-fashioned way? Fine. And in the Spectral world, you will always keep the blade, so that's nice. Oh, 3 of you. That's not good. I need... Yeah, afraid of that. And we still got hit. There's no weapon in this room either. But each corner has some spiky spikes. Excuse me, are we stuck? We're stuck. Hey there, Reed, how are you today? Why is my camera going all over the place? And Griso is coming as called. I'm not sure what's up with the controls here, but I'm stuck for some reason. Oh, don't tell me he's stuck on there. He is. Oh, that killed him. How? He got crushed or something. That's weird. Let me see. How do I... Because now starts the annoying part. I should not have dropped this. Oh wait, I should. Wait. No. No. Flip it. There you go. Because if you get this stone stuck in the wall the wrong way, there is no reset button. So you will need to push another block over here and then push it out again. Get it to a corner, push it off again. It's super annoying if you mess up these blocks. It is the Master Sword of the... It's actually integral to the whole plot. You know, who would have guessed with the title being Soul Reaver? But that scene with Kain there is actually maybe the most important scene of the game. Of the whole series, I should even say. Is this correct? No, this is not correct. It needs to be the other way. Oh yeah, this is a fine continuation of that story. So read what we've seen so far is that Kain, you know, he messed up Nosgoth. He went for not sacrificing himself, so all of Nosgoth got ruined, and he decided to make some more vampires of himself, sire some more individuals. The first of which was Raziel over here. But Raziel had the audacity of... Can we please spike you? No? There we go. the audacity of evolving before Kain did, so Kain sent him into the pits. Yeah, he was born of Kain. We will find out more of Raziel's actual background later on, probably next week. And this is, I think, 500 years past that, where the Elder God revived Raziel because the balance is all screwed up. Life and death is not anymore what it's supposed to be. People or things can't die properly anymore because the balance of the world has just been shaken up too much. Oh, screw you again. So now Raziel is out here to basically enact revenge on Kain and his brethren, casting him out. Yeah, I'm not sure why, but for some reason my controls are really weird when I am carrying someone. Like, I'm not doing anything. Not sure if that's the controller or the mister screwing up here. Oh, come on, get on this freaking spike. You know what, screw you. Go away, go away. Oh boy. There you. Push it. Oh, what are you doing, Raziel? Oh man, 3D games, right? Two more, two more, two more. There we go. And this was the easiest room. Awesome. See what I mean about this level being a pain in the ass? Go back into the spectral world. Get through this door. And now we have lowered that platform in the other room we passed up on before. Oh, so dark. Where are we? Oh, here we go. As you can see, it's super easy to actually regain your health. It's never a big issue. Yeah, I guess we are kinda Wraith here. Feasting upon souls. We pushed that one down, that's good. We still need to lower this one. Let's go to the other side again. Oh, there it is.
I hunger.
Yes! No, we did finish Chip's challenge, but what I want to do in general is, like, on the Fridays I will play Soul Reaver for now. Oh crap, I already lost my weapon. And on the Wednesday I will play another game. This time around it appears to be Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night, but just to give a bit of variety, like the Fridays and the Wednesdays, there will be different games. There's actually a weapon there, cool. So the Fridays, for as long as it lasts, it will now be Soul Reaver. But yeah, last Wednesday we did finish up on Chip's challenge, the last couple of levels. Thank God, because that was super difficult, some of those levels. Although the last couple of levels weren't as bad as the penultimate levels we played. That batch was the worst. So now we can go to the second level. Wait, we're already on the second level. The third level. And I'm pretty sure that if you drop down there, you come out of that cave we were in before, where there is a secret there, but we can't reach it yet. And now we are over here. Near the bell tower, so soon enough we will find death, I guess. Okay, yeah. Let me get my bearing here. Because there is some glass. There we are. Well, there is glass further down. Which we need to destroy. So let's just avoid wasting time and do that first. We need to sound 2 bells. And the first one is kind of sneakily hidden over there. If you go through the door, you can find it, but I happen to know it's here. And you know, if you use the camera, you can also find it. So set the camera correct, so I can make as fast, beeline it as fast as possible to the other one. Because later through that door there will be a section where you have destroyed that glass, otherwise you can't progress, and then you find the bell. And then you're like, oh, I need to sound them both, and then you go back here, and you know, just a small bit of speed advantage here. There we go, there's the glass. There was the glass. For some reason, that's the only glass panes that actually break. Decided to leave me in the cold again, as per usual. And now we need to open this door over here. Which is through this door. This is, in order to go back here, we need to be in the Spectrum realm, and then that glass would be in the way. Yeah, he smells his... let's see, what was down here? Was this another one of the stupid puzzles? Oh, yes, also humans, and these are apparently hostile. Hopefully that's not the case for all of them. Because we had some that went on their knees, as they should, before, but these knife-throwing dudes, they won't have any of it. Oh yeah, here we go, more freaking puzzles. Hey buddies. Sometimes these, oh crap, what were they called? I don't know, these lower beings, they will run away from you. But not always. You'd think when some spectre with a Wraith Blade comes near you, you'd be smart enough to stay well the hell away. Ah, damn it, I lost it again already. Come on, pick it up. Oh, come on. The one on the other side, maybe? Yes. Oh, come on, buddies. And this is one of those annoying areas where enemies will occasionally respawn. And these dudes are kind of annoying because they lunge at you. Cool. Yeah, but this is not... oh crap, what's that? Vampire the Masquerade, right? Come on, pick up the thing. There we go. I think one of those characters has intimidation as a skill. Bloodlines. Yeah, that's the name. No. Just push it down. There we go. This one down. And this one. No. Alright, so what needs to go over here? This. We have one that can fit up here. No, doesn't look like it. And this way. Oh wait, this is a freeway. Where's the freeway go? Oh, in there. Hmm. Hey there, David Fernandez. How are you today? And yeah, it kinda is, I guess. Are we good? No, we're not good. We need to push it a bit down. Yeah, these levels kinda suck. No, go this way. This level, or this whole game really milks out all that's to be milked out of block puzzles. Alright, so this is a straight way. This. Hopefully nothing respawns soon. Oh, speak of the freaking devil. Do I hear another one? I think I hear another one. Yep. There we go. Like, block pushing in itself isn't annoying enough. They have to occasionally drop an enemy on you. I think this one can just go in there, doesn't it? Yeah. It's cool. You don't have to do the old flipperoo. This one left. It's another corner piece, right? No, it's a full piece. Oh, where are you going? Right. Cool. And another block puzzle finished. Cool. Look, there's only 4 of the things we need to release. I think you will... Oh, crap. I think you get by now why this level takes a bit long. I moved the camera. I'm sorry. There we go. Let's get out of here. Gonna hit me, yep. You lowlifes should know better, you know. Or are these supposed to be low deaths now? I don't know. How does that work? Oh, the humans are back as well. Well, I don't want to deal with them. Well, that was one down. There's the bell we had already set up. And there's door number 2. Cool. Oh wow, you sneaky bastard. Wow, they do a lot of damage, man. What the heck? Yeah, you know what? I don't want to deal with you. Alright. Read. Goodbye, have a nice evening, and yeah, it would be wonderful if you check it out, because it's an awesome game. And the beginning is important, I guess. So yeah, take care, man. Thank you so much for joining us. Where are you? There, yeah. Ah, damn it. Oh. Raziel, why can't you just pick up a freaking stick? Oh, there's only one in this area? Wait. Oh. There's another one behind there. There we go. Even with the Soul Reaver in hand, it can be very beneficial to just have a weapon out. So, collect that for the next part when they are no doubt back. I think we can just push this inside there. It's a good start. I think the combat is really the weakest part of this this game, but you know they were nice enough to not make it an issue. How do I want to do this? I think I want to. Like this goes that way. Oh, there's more over here. Of course there is. Okay. No. No. Why aren't you doing the flip? No wonder. I just need to be a bit more patient, I guess. Yeah, this is this one here. Right? Didn't do the clickety click. Why didn't it do the clickety click? Don't tell me each block needs to be in its specific spot as well. That would be... There you go. Now I did clickety click. No. Get out of here. Your buddy here again as well. Pick up the stick. Oh my. It's true. But you know, it looks like some of the blocks can go in multiple places, so it would be nice if they counted it as such. You please get the stick, man. There you go. Oh boy. Rizzo. It's time for a snack. He is going to hear that sometime and be like, oh, it's time, it's time, it's time. Finally. Let's give you some dental thingies. I can open it. Otherwise you'd be out of luck. Oh, and we still got the half bag left. A lot in one baggie. Rizzo loves streaming nights, let me tell you. It's almost empty, unfortunately. Time is it? Ah, okay. We've got Kain and Azrael over there as well again. I keep saying Azrael, but Raziel. Dang. Good old Raz. Raziel. Yeah, they are kinda in the background. And the pose they are in is actually from Soul Reaver 2, not this one. But details, details. Has your dad checked out Griso? Wait, wasn't that, yeah, I was already, it was good. Oh no, it was not. Dang it. Oh, these block puzzles do my head in, you know. We escalated from only 4 blocks to now 6 blocks. So you know what that means. I think this is a Silent Hill pipe. It's no, it's no, not a crowbar. Oh wait, did I just put the wrong one in here altogether? I did. I feel shame. Oh, that's awesome. I hope your dad like that. Yeah, I just put the wrong block altogether. Maybe I just got confused or something. When I flipped one and then went to continue on with the next block. I don't know. How do we... This is okay. Oh no, you don't. Oh. Here we go again. Well, we're almost done. So it should be good to ignore him for now. As long as... No, 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 no. There we go. And we get out of here. That's the second one down. Awesome. Only 2 more thingies to go. And then we can go up another level. Yeah, you wouldn't be thinking that we were done yet. Although, to be fair, the critical path, the worst, is behind us now. But we promised to go for 100%, so that means that we also need to get goodies. cat hair everywhere. It's a menace. So yeah, over here was the glass pane, which we removed. And if we use this crank, this door will retract, but it's timed. So what you need to do is go into the spectral realm and get there, because now it's stuck. But you cannot go back the way you came because there is a door there, and Azrael cannot go through door in the spectral realm. So you need to get rid of the glass. That's why that was a thing, and we just did. So now we can go back to the material realm again. Oh, how did he still manage to hit me? Just wanted to show the people that... Oh, there's another one. Like here, now that thing has already retracted, so it's real fast. There's no way to get there in time. But if you press this, if you ever want to go back, you can. There's no need to. Don't think... Yeah, there is one, but you won't need to go there this way. But yeah, let's go through this door for the worst block puzzle so far. I'm pretty sure that's over here at least. Oh, you bastard. Because over here is a health pickup. So this is completely optional. You don't have to do this one. But of course we are gonna. But we had 6 blocks before, now we have 4? Huh. Okay. I ain't complaining. Where are you? Oh, he's over there, he's stuck. Well, you can just stay over there, buddy. I kind of screwed that up. You know, it still works. No! Why did you do that? Oh well. Doesn't. It doesn't really matter. No. Do the ducking thing, then do the pressing of the square thing. It's not some modern game that can get your understanding in advance of all the buttons you are pressing. It has to be very particular in the order you press them in. That's 1, 2. Oh, shut up. No. Oh wait, I get it. There's a small slope connected to the gate, which prevents us from doing the block thing. There we go. Where did this go? At the corner as well? No, no. It's over here to the left. It is kind of nice that it does do the clicky, so you know when something is in the correct spot. What's on here? Oh, where did you come from? Yeah, definitely. 90 block puzzles, aren't they fun? And I thought the ones in Tomb Raider were bad, but this one takes the cake, or these ones, because they take all the cardinal directions into consideration, not just the two axes, horizontal and vertical. But nope, can also go upwards. Can also be the wrong side facing the thing. It's something. This game just loves its block puzzles, unfortunately. Wait, this one... Oh, this one goes over there, doesn't it? I like the Tomb Raider games, but I'm kind of hoping no one is... Well, okay, I shouldn't have said that. Because those last levels, my god, they are difficult. And there's 4 more. So this place does have 8 blocks. Good god, think that's enough, game? And this is why this place takes so freaking long. This one we can just shove in here, right? Like, even when you know what to do. Oh wait, we already had that one there. Yep. All for one freaking heart piece too, you know. I highly recommend just skipping this thing altogether. Oh. It's still the wrong one. You've seen that. Not what I wanted, but okay, it's okay. Go, almost done at least. And I think that's the last of the block puzzles in this level. Of course, not in the entire game. Oh no. But it will never do this many at one go. Sure thing, Ben. Take care. Good luck this evening. Good luck. Like this. And the other way. I will be happy if we can make it through this level at least, because this is such a place that you know, eats up so much time. So next time we have a, you know, more, at least if I remember enough of it, but we potentially have more progression, a nicer flow compared to this. Because again, this is by far the longest level in the game. When it comes to the actual critical path of the level. Later levels will be more difficult. Especially in figuring them out. But I will do my best to try and be a bit prepared for those. But if you follow the critical path, they will be much faster. This one, even if you know where to go, it's still gonna take you a while. And that's our prize. Final heart piece of the first upgrade. Which, you know, is pretty nice. It's a nice prize. But again, and yeah, as you can see now, the scroll has increased. You can just perfectly fine get through the game without ever picking up one of these. And I think there are 15 in total, so 3 health pickups. Or extensions in total. But yeah, that should have been all the blocks in the level, I do believe. So we can go over here. Of him. I think you don't actually have to collect the souls of the enemies you dispatch this way. I think they're pretty much, you know, they don't have a body to go back to. I think this way. Or do we need to continue? I don't remember. There's some air thingies we need to manipulate to get rid of these final 2. Are they both through here, or is one through here and the other one on the other side? I don't remember. Well, let's go and explore. Get out of here, buddy. And which, there's 2 we need to open here. Open it. This is never explained. So yeah, this took me a while to figure out. Because as you can see, it's kind of finicky to even make this work. There's no button prompt or anything. There we go. Please close it. I mean, you don't have to close them, but they make annoying noise all over the place, so might as well. Oh wow, somehow we dodged that. Hopefully the other are on the other side here. Yes. Oh, and as humans, they have projectiles. So probably want to take care of him. And humans, they just die. They also never go back to their bodies. Open the thing. That's not the correct combination. Here we go. No clue how that actually works. Like someone designed this. Some human decided this is a great way to design our cathedral to get rid of all the vampires. It will only take about half an hour to set everything up and, you know, actually fire the damn thing. So no wonder they got gotten rid of by Kain so easily. It's a rather impractical place, this. Where's our thing to get back to the material realm? Otherwise we can't manipulate those switches. Do we really have to go all the way through? Oh, there it is. And that's all 4 of them done. So this way we should be able to get to a level higher in here. Oh, there are prompts for these buttons. Why not for the... Oh, now there is no prompts anymore. What the heck? Make up your mind, game. Yeah, so now we've got another airstream going up. So let's go up to the last floor. Well, not even. Go back, can I get around it? Let's push this. There's one more floor we actually need to pass on our way to the top. Whoops. Oh, come on. Luckily there is no fall damage. How? I fell straight through that stupid pipe. I know you need to be up on there. There we go. Yeah, that can be the problem with 3D games, isn't it? Where sometimes these hitboxes are a bit eh. I know Ben just requested a Hat in Time, and I remember that game also being quite suspect now and then with the hit detection and the platforming, which can get quite annoying at times. Otherwise, it's an amazing game, a really colorful platformer. But this looks safe. Just casually stroll next to the vampires. And we can. I don't see an immediate weapon, so let's just ignore these dudes. Up halfway. Oh. No. Ah, there we go. Luckily those things can't get up here. We recently played Keter and well, the sound design of some of the tracks is kinda giving that same kind of feel. Like that atmospheric industrial sound. Especially here it kinda reminds me of that more subdued pieces during the mazes. No! We need to make that jump first. Yes. Oh, there is a weapon here. Cool, cool, cool. That was a good call. Oh. Well, that didn't last long. Let's see, is there a weapon over here? There is. Okay, cool. Let's beeline for that. Oh, crap. That Beamy is doing is the Wrath attack, the Wraith attack, let's say. The Wraith can do that in the Spectral world as well, which is maybe the most dangerous attack there. Because it can drain your life quite fast. So if a Wraith ever inhabits an enemy in the material world, that they will gain that ability as well. Where they just zap your life from a small distance. And inherently the Wraith does have that as well. This. Hey there, Theo. Almost to the end of the stream today. But trying to get through this level. If possible. Where? Ah, here we go. And I can't bring my weapon again. I don't think this spell actually does anything. Not entirely sure. Don't remember it doing anything. You're never gonna guess what kind of... Oh, it does bad things. What kind of enemy we will face in this level. You're never gonna guess it. Just ignore those dudes. More of them. Awesome. Hopefully there is a weapon over here somewhere. She's going to be a pain in the butt. Oh, there's... No, that's another dude. Plan B. I need to manipulate the blocks some further. Or maybe I should just go and see if we can collect the weapon further down. It's not the way to go. Oh, I need to push the block over here for another switch. I forgot. Crush. Alright, that thing is stuck on the wall, so hopefully it will stay there. And we can just do this after all. I also need to push it in the corner there, so we can use it to go back later on. That switch exploded. Can you push him against the wall like this? No. No. Where's my help? He didn't drop a soul, that's weird. He's still there, but like if you don't collect the soul, they should come back. But he's also not doing that. It's kind of weird. Oh, this piece. Another one of those great platforming things. It's not giant, but I remember this one being a bit of a pain in the ass as well. Where you keep dropping down from. Maybe get up there. There we go. Let's just walk slowly. Because we need to drop that pipe thing. So we have a connection, so the steam thing, or whatever, the air, I guess, can freely flow. And we need to land on that pipe over there. Oh, and we did it. Great. Connect the pipe. Now get to the switch, which is there, I think. Just keep carefully walking so we don't fall off. And here we can just hug the wall. And I think we can now, because we pushed that block back, I think we can just move back in the spectral realm. There's no doors, right? Oh, there's a weapon over here. Not too late now. Where's my exit? Oh, here we go. And there's the door we need to go through. Hopefully there's some help behind here. No. There's one more gate we got through. Like this. You can also use torches to dispatch enemies, but they can only be used once, so they're not overly reliable. But you can set one enemy ablaze. The vampires do not love the fire. They don't like it. But we should now get up here and go one more level above, which is finally the final part of this level. Oh, there we go. Up in the air. There's my exit. I think this leads to a portal, which will be handy. In the off chance we die, we should not, but you never know. That is safe and sorry. Because imagine dying here and having to go all the way back from the beginning of the game. Look at that symbol. Yeah, you're never gonna get the theme of this boss. What's with all the cocoons and stuff? Over here we should get to the boss. Boss time. Finally. There's already a dude here who tried and kind of got himself cut in half. Promising.
The prodigal son. There is no returning for you, Raziel.
Zephan, your visage becomes you. It's an appropriate reflection of your soul.
And you are not his handsome Raziel anymore. His precious firstborn son turned betrayer. You have missed so many changes, little Raziel. Look around you. See how the human's weapon of destruction has become my home. Indeed, my body. A cocoon of brick and granite from which to watch a pupating world.
A crevice in which to cower, only scuttling from the shadows to devour a victim already ensnared in your cowardly trap. But you've made the mistake of leaving me unbound, and it is you who must succumb to my will.
Will, instinct, reflex action. The insect mind finds little difference. I warn you, brother. As my stature has grown, so it is matched by my appetite. Step forward, morsel.
Yeah, this morsel's not going down without a fight. This boss fight is not too difficult. You have to wait for one of his paws to come down and rip it off, and then he will show that even male insects can get pregnant. Ouch. We need to pick this up. Go to the fire. And throw it at him. I guess this is a vampire. Ouch. We might actually go back to the spectral realm here. Normally, he's more generous with putting his things down like that. Again, it's no bother if you actually end up biting the bullet here. Pick up the thing. Because you can just recharge up in the spectral realm and go back at it. So, you know, it's basically a non-issue. And we just dodged the bullet there. Pretty easy. Although figuring it out is the hard part in these bosses.
I hunger.
Consuming Zephon's apostate soul has bestowed on you a new gift. Like his vampire spawn, you are able to scale certain walls which are otherwise impassable, but only in the physical realm. In the spirit world, these insubstantial edifices will not support you.
Alright, and I think there is some dialogue. Is there? There is some. Yeah, there we go.
In the mountains beyond the pillars, Nosgoth's cataclysms have exposed an ancient crime. Endowed with Zephon's soul, you may now progress where your path was hitherto impeded.
So now we need to get back to where we fought Kain. But we shall do that the next time because it's running a bit late. I am super glad we did finish this level. You can save at any time in the game. Although if you load, you will start at the Elder God. So it's very... Like if you start up somewhere in the middle of your run, of for example the cathedral, you have to make your way all the way back through again. Although the things that you have done are remaining resolved. So that's nice at least. But yeah, that's it. Did it save? Just to make sure. It did. Alright. So I am going to quit this game, go back to the Grizo cam over here and give him a last treat. I forgot the bowl, so it will just be some hard treats here. And yeah, I'm super glad. I was not sure if we could actually make it through the second level today, because you know it's been a while. And the later parts will be much easier to segment because none of the levels need to take this long. But this second level is just, it's kind of weird how they put that, how they front loaded that kind of a block for a lot of players, I think, which is unfortunate. I know that I got completely lost there the first time, where I was like, what, where, when, how? And the later levels are really nasty as well, with a lot of red herring routes. But if you know where to go, they are much easier to segment and just, you know, do one in 20 minutes or so instead of 1 hour, as I think. Well, yeah, this was pretty much an hour for this one, I think. And if you're better at block puzzles, you could probably take that down to around 30 minutes or so. But I never claimed to be good. I'm glad that we got as far as we did. We did pretty well, I think. So, I hope you did enjoy this first part of the Legacy of Kain. Soul Reaver. There's actually not the article "the" in front of there for some reason. It's just Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. I like it, and I'm looking forward to playing more of it next week. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a streaming on Sunday. As I started the stream, I've been feeling a bit, I don't know, stressed out, I guess. So maybe I'll just take the Sunday off and just relax some more. And on Wednesday, we will start with another game, which is Bloodstained, The Ritual of the Night. Again, I don't think there's an article in there. At least not at the start, just Ritual of the Night. Which is another fun game. A Metrovania kind of game. And yeah, I'll see you on Sunday. We'll see. If I feel great, then I will do it. But if I feel like taking a break, then I might just sacrifice that stream day. Because this week was a bit, I don't know. I really don't know what happened. But I've been feeling on edge and just, I don't know, not super relaxed all week. Which is not a great state to be in. But, you know, playing some quality games does do some good for the souls. And just now hope that Raziel doesn't come and eat it. So yeah, Mystic Fears, thank you so much for joining us. Ben, if you're back, thank you so much. Everyone who has been here during the stream or in the future as they are checking out the stream later on. Thank you so much for checking this out and being part of this fun game. And yeah, remember, if you haven't checked out the first game, then please at least look up a synopsis to enjoy this series in full. Soul Reaver 2 is also an excellent game. Defiance kinda is still a great game and kinda expands on the story, but it gets really convoluted at that point. Blood Omen 2, unfortunately, not as great, but gameplay wise, it's still okay. Anyway, yes, thank you so much again for joining me. And yeah, I hope to see you guys soon. Next time in one of my videos, in one of your videos, wherever. And until that time, take care. And for now, I say, the muzzle.